Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Simf, and AimHigh. Check out our partners in the description. Welcome to Startup Podcast PH, where we interview Filipino startups to know about their stories and innovations. We have Farm3, Cultivate the Future, and one of its co-founders, Marini Fernandez. Hello, kamusta?
Hi, Johnny. Doing good. Ikaw?
Ayun, I'm doing good. And first of all, thank you sa pag-accept ng invite dito sa podcast despite your busy schedule. And second of all, I've been seeing Farm3 kasi in a lot of events, in some competitions. And actually, our episode will be published this March, which is part of we have a special series this Women's Month that we're interviewing all female founders, ano. So, ayun, wag natin patagalin pa, Marini, ano. So, ano nga ba ang Farm3?
Yeah, well, thank you for having us, first of all. Yeah, and happy to share about Farm Tree. So, we are a platform, an AI driven platform that has a mission of helping farmers. And last year, we were preaching about how farmers were earning just under $1 a day, which is like 50 pesos of Philippines. And we found out that the rest of the world, the farmers there also earn around $1.75 per day on average. And that is a problem that we noticed. So one of the reasons why we wanted to help the farmers is that my co-founder is actually, he's the founder of our company. He has, he's the guy that raised hogs to pay for college. He went to engineering school and all of that. He built a farm. He worked in farms and everything. And he saw that farmers are so luoy, like they're so kawawa. They're the ones feeding the entire nation, the entire world, and they're barely making enough. And so what we decided to do at FarmTree is that we decided to build this platform that helps farmers know what to plant, how much to plant, how to do it sustainably, when to harvest, all the things for precision farming. And we trade their produce on our platform for restaurants, food distributors, and all of that to be able to automate their supplies and not being affected by the volatility of the market in terms of prices, in terms of supply, and all of that. So we base it demand wise. So demand comes first before the supply. So that's how we have built our AI platform, and that's how we're hoping that we can help farmers earn from $1 a day to right now it's 35 on average, and we hope to make it even more. But yeah, so if you integrate precision farming and supply chain management, that's farm.
Oh, precision farming and supply chain management. But first of all, no, very true, Marini. Good. Um, ang ating farmers nga naman, lalo na sa Pilipinas, ano, parang sila nga naman, sa kanila gagaling ang ating mga kain, the food on our tables. Pero technically, sila mismo ay nahihirapang kumain. So that's kind of strange, it's kind of weird, ano. So I think then we must do something for them, and not just for them kasi if our farmers, if the base of our food chain are healthy and kumbaga they can eat well, they will be more productive. Babalik din naman sa atin yung kasaganahan, eh, 'no, na mas marami rin tayong makakain. But ayun 'no, so you want to help them with technology, with AI specifically, ano. Pero can we go first dun sa parang, um kumbaga why nga ba? Kumbaga ano ba yung parang root cause of why farmers find it difficult to earn more, to get more profit? So ano ba yung challenges for our farmers really?
Right. So there are a lot of startups, especially in agriculture, that's trying to help the farmers by connecting them to the market, right? And one of the reasons is madaming middleman kasi in between, right? And yung mga middlemen, they increase the price 100 times, 300 times, and all of that, and then multiple pa naman sa in between. But aside from that, they also give farmers yung mga chemical fertilizer, yung mga harmful stuff sa farming, and farmers have no choice but to say yes kasi sila naman invest sa yung farms nila, ganun. And so that's a problem, especially yung fertilizer na binigay nila, because these fertilizers is destroying the soil. So this is where soil degradation comes in. So the more crop yields, the more crops that you harvest, and you put more fertilizer to increase the crop yields, the worse the soil becomes. And over time, I mean, right now there's the statistics by the UN that says 33% of the world's land is already degraded, and it's expected to increase significantly by 2050. So one of the reasons for that is, aside from soil erosion, aside from typhoons and all these environmental stuff, agriculture is one of the main factors, contributing factors to that. So yung mga fertilizers is a problem. And so what we decided to do with FarmTree is that we integrated yung sa precision farming namin, we integrated a certain type of agriculture practice that helps farmers lessen their costs for fertilizers and save a lot of water. And even for pesticides, we have significantly reduced it. Yeah, so significantly reduced all the harmful agricultural practices through our platform. So yun. And so when we trade their produce on our platform, straight giving them an access to the market, aside from them lowering their costs of fertilizers, tubig, sa ganon, they also get to get the sales directly. So yun, that's how we significantly increase income.
So, one of the challenges nga of these farmers ano is yung parang sa supply chain, um, when they farm ang dami pang pagdadaanan. So, ang dami pang patong na nangyayari kasi ang daming players. So, lumiliit na yung nagiging kita nila, right? So, I think one of the solutions that you've said nga is parang cut all this kumbaga yung mga redundancy din somehow sa chain ano, and then connect the farmers directly to the market para mas sa kanila yung kita, right? And then
That's right.
second, is good or better agricultural practices kasi nga maybe, nakatali na sila sa mga first of all, mga nakasanayan na gawin sa farming, and second of all, yun nga, kumbaga may power over them, may power din over yung sa mga dapat nilang ginagawa. They don't have full control of their farms then ano. Tama ba yun? Is that right?
Yes, that's true. Yun po.
Mm. And then why did you ano naman, parang why did you decide to incorporate AI? I mean, AI is a very advanced technology now ano, very innovative. So parang, how does AI come into play naman here?
Yeah. So I will just like to clarify that we are not Gen AI. We are machine learning and deep tech. So we are
Hmm,
data driven with predictive analytics. So yung ginawa namin sa precision farming is we have incorporated IoT sensors that measures, it goes to the soil and it measures the things for the soil, salinity, acidity, all these things for the soil, and basically the soil health. And this allows us to gather the data, and that's where our predictive analytics naman comes in. It processes that data and it tells the farmers what's best to plant based on the demand of the market and how to do it sustainably and all of that. So yun po, we have decided to build our own AI for this because, and I think it's also timely that everyone is shifting to AI and AI has been making things faster. So we decided to incorporate AI to make it faster, to make it, I guess, more precise in that matter. Yeah.
mm. Yes, and basically parang dagdag knowledge din talaga sa farmer ano. Basically, better thinking and better decision making for the farmers. Like, I think kasama din diyan yung ano, first of all, what crops, what plants to best to plant given the soil nga, given the soil properties, and second, given the season, given the timing, na yung timing na yun naka-connect din dun sa demand ng mga tao, right? So, puwede rin i-connect lahat ni AI yan, ano. So, naka-connect na lahat. So, aralin na ni AI based on the soil, based on the farm, based on everything, based on the timing. Ano ba yung possible, or ano ba yung best na makapagdala ng profits. And actually hindi lang pala based dun sa soil and dun sa farm ano, based din sa parang ano yung tinitinda ng ibang mga farmers kasi so parang mina-match talaga yung supply and demand, tama ba yun?
Exactly. Yun nga. That's how we're able to reduce the waste for the food, even for the
Hmm,
restaurants rin. Yeah.
hmm. Ayun. So now for the parang solution ano, yung what you offer really for in Farm Tree. So paano nga ba siya nagwo-work exactly? So is it like an app, a platform, or parang basically for the farmer's POV, paano ba niya magagamit si Farm Tree? Paano niyo matutulungan yung mga farmers? So paano siya mangyayari? Kasi in what I see, this is parang end to end nga din eh. From the start na isipin pala nung farmer ano yung tatanimin niya hanggang sa pagtatanim niya, yung pag-apply ng fertilizer. And then yung pagbenta rin niya diretso sa table nga, diretso sa market ano, so medyo end to end. So
Yes. It's a web-based platform that farmer cooperatives rather, can easily access it through their web, through the laptop, or through their phones. And that allows us to work together with the farmers. So the cooperatives will work with them, tell them, okay, this is how you can plant it better, ganon. Tapos yung agro team naman will go to the site just in case they need things, things needed for agriculture, ganon. And then in the end side of the customers naman, so farmers are users, and then yung customers naman are the restaurants and distributors. They have an inventory management tool that allows them to see yung, aside from them ordering the produce that they need, they would have like this whole menu. Like they have to build their own menu. So for example, if they want to build a salad and then they incorporate the ingredients they need for the salad, and then it says there, yeah, it says there, ganon, how much do they want to sell, or they usually sell in a month or in a week, ganon. So if they say, okay, I can sell 200 salads in a month, tapos they incorporate the quantity, ganon, and it calculates how much produce they would need to buy for this amount of ingredients, ganon. And based also on their storage spaces, yung um the the delivery comes in, like it's not one whole thing in a month, and that's for the whole month na hindi, because it's perishable goods. So it goes like, it will get delivered based on how much they have left in their in their stores, kanon. And it also tells them that if ingredients are missing or if it has waste, ganon, they will be able to see that. And that's what we're trying to that's what we're doing for the restaurants naman.
okey. So ang laki rin pala ng parang ng benefit or ng contribution ni Farm Free sa restaurants ano. So not just kumbaga is not just for the farmers, but also
Mhm.
for the restaurants na kumukuha or bili ng supply from the
Yeah.
farms ano. First of all, so diretso na from farm to the restaurant, and then si restaurant may AI rin dito if tama yung pagkaintindi ko na parang I think may AI din dun na parang if ito yung mga target niya na ibenta, parang ito yung mga target na demand or parang ito yung forecast na demand ng mga customers, ng mga consumers niya. Therefore, ito yung parang kailangan niyang gawin ng mga pagkain, ng mga meals. Therefore, ito yung mga ingredients na kailangan bilhin from the farmers. And then, the amount is i-optimize kasi nga baka masira yung ibang food, yung ibang ingredients. I-optimize din yung timing ng delivery with regard to the inventory, ano. And I guess optimize din yung quality. I guess parang may matching yan na
Mhm.
best ang ingredient na 'to from this farm, and parang napipili na rin nung platform yung best choices kumbaga talaga for the restaurant owner. Is that right?
Yes, that's so true. That's literally how we do things.
Hmm.
And it would also depend on the needs of the business. Like for example, arugula. There are different kinds of arugula. There's the cloudettes, the rockets, the big ones, the small ones, all that. So the restaurant needs to program it in the platform, what kind of arugula, and then ganon, it will get delivered based on their needs. And yeah.
Now this is very unique kasi I want to ask you now ano, kasi you said kanina nga na maraming mga ibang agri-startups ano. So I wanted to ask you, ano nga ba yung parang unique or parang pinaka-competitive feature kumbaga ni Farm3? I guess in the farmer side medyo may mga iba na nga rin na farm to table, pero I guess yung like sa part ng restaurant, this is the most unique thing, eh. So, yeah, if I may ask you, Marini, ano nga ba yung parang really unique thing that you're bringing into the table as a startup?
I would actually say it's both sides. It's also the farming side and also the restaurant side, because we do have an end-to-end solution. And most of the agri startups, they either do just a marketplace straight to the restaurants and connect the farmers, or they help with the precision farming and they have a hardware or a software ganon, and they have to have someone pay for that. And this is where FarmTree's unique value proposition comes in, because we give the precision tech for free naman sa farmers. Parang siyang Wi-Fi router, ganon. I keep saying Wi-Fi router.
Mm.
Yeah, parang ganon. So they're able to use the sensor, they're able to use the platform at the same time na trade na yung produce nila sa platform. And then we just take a percentage of that, because we also do the logistics side, we also do the other things needed for this. And this way it's a win-win situation for both farmers and for the future of uh food security as a whole. And
Actually, so yeah, I guess marami ring benefits, no, if you do it end to end na talagang hindi lang precision farming, hindi lang yung supply chain, but all in one. Kasi I think in the business model that will somehow make it work din ano na so parang sama yung model nito ano na parang of course you can give some technology for free, pero yung sa market mismo, like yung sa transactions mismo, doon may parang part na makukuha kayo, tama ba?
yes, yes.
Mhm,
So
mm.
farmers have a choice. If gusto
Hmm.
nila na they continue with their contracts with their middlemen, that's fine with us. As long as you don't use the tech for that certain part of their land. So if they want to use the tech, and they can actually see which is better, which gives a better yields and the income and everything. So yun, they have a choice, and then we just have to ask them to use the tech for the trading naman.
How about for the restaurants naman? So, is it kind of the same sa restaurants na parang, kasi you also have the restaurants eh. So, paano naman on the end of the restaurants?
Ayun. So right now, because we are still starting out, we have given it for free for to use the inventory management. You just have to keep ordering their produce. They just have to program their produce there. But then we are looking at having the second branch naman to be paid, so that they can see the reports also, they can manage it and ganun. So we have worked with market vendors. So these are MSMEs, and they also use this para alam nila yung aside from the produce na hindi siya na ano ng market volatility, oh my goodness, hindi siya na affect ng market. They're also able to manage naman their stocks and sell everything that they need.
Mm. So, yung platform is now live and they can now use the platform, tama ba?
Yes, the MVP is live. We are
MVP, yeah.
iterating. Yeah,
Hmm.
it still looks different, but we are iterating it. Yeah.
So this MVP, how was it built naman? So parang was it built from scratch really? You mentioned kanina that one of the co-founders is kumbaga may farm talaga ano. So parang paano naman nagawa yung platform, yung web-based app or web-based platform?
So we started building this mga November of 2023, and then this was the whole MVP, and we started doing the iteration naman mga I think last quarter of last year naman, and yeah, it's going to be very very full blown.
Actually this is super interesting na parang in short, you are optimizing and streamlining din yung end-to-end talaga eh, from farm to restaurant to table, all aspects, as much as possible kung ano man dun yung pinaka-puwedeng i-optimize, in all ano 'no, parang in all angles eh, yung ano nga, timing, market, quality, et cetera, et cetera. So, really optimizing the whole farm chain, agricultural chain.
Agricultural value chain. That's what we're
Yeah.
calling it. I don't know if that's a
Mm.
term, but yun.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter. Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Ayun, can we know naman about the people behind Farm3? I mean, can we just know more about your backgrounds, so, like the backgrounds of the co-founders? So first of all, ano nga bang stories nito? Like, paano nagsimula yung idea? You mentioned briefly na kanina, no? Tsaka paano maybe nagkakilala yung teams and maybe backgrounds ng mga team members. So how did Farm3 really happen?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question. Although, yeah, we did have a lot of challenges and a lot of people came in and out. Pero, so how did we start? So it started, so this whole company, this whole product is the brain. The brain behind this is really our founder, which is Aris. He's the guy who I mentioned who raised hogs to pay for college. Ganon. He did woofing for quite some time. So woofing is where you go travel around the world and you work in agricultural farms. So that's where he got to experience yung mga different practices, ganon. And then he also did supply chain management. He worked for Timex for a bit while building his agricultural company. And so it was a social enterprise for the last 10 years. And I came in actually very recent, like I think last year, magwa 1 year na.
Mm.
Yeah. We met actually in one of the programs ng DTI, if you're familiar with KMME.
Yeah.
Mga negosyo. Yes, we're products of KMME. I ran a different business then. I was in marketing. And recently, we've just been like casually messaging, and he would ask me for I guess would ask me for things like how to do this in video, how to market or whatever. And then he came in, like he asked me last year for like a meeting. So I was like, okay, I can have some time. Ganon. So nag-coffee kami, nag-discuss, ganon. And he was telling me that he was building this whole thingy, this whole product, this whole tech company that's going to change the world. And tapos sabi ko, okay, I would love to help you out. I'd love to give you my thoughts. Because that time I was also learning about startups. I was learning about fundraising. I was also very inspired by a K-drama. Not gonna say it. Yeah, so I've had actually 2 failed MVPs, some marketing tech naman. Anyway, and I also found out that he had 4 failed MVPs before. He tried to build a B2C farm to table kind of thing also. Yeah. And so yun, he asked me if I can join his company, and I was like, I'm busy. I don't have time for this. Yeah. But then he told me about the vision and, the farmers are not earning a lot and we are going to change the world and everything. And so, me with okay, I want to change the world too. So I wanted to be a part of it. And here we are a year later, still working on a company and hoping to really make it big. And yeah, so we brought in, so with him back then actually was a friend, one of the co-founders. He was into the design part naman, so UI UX. And so he's still in our company. Tapos, another one came in, our CTO. And her background in agriculture is very funny because she, 10 years ago, may ginawa siya ng IoT sensors na like her version naman. It was her thesis ata for tech IT niya or something. So she sold that product. Tapos it was for agriculture naman. And here comes 10 years later. Now we asked her to join our company, ganon. So very similar, but of course a better product, way different from what she built before and everything. And having this come together, ganon, it has been a blast, and I'm really looking forward to where and how we're going to achieve the goals and the mission that we are really working on.
Mm. So ayun pala ang ano 'no, ang story and ang ano din mga tao din behind Farm Tree. So the brain and parang
Right.
the kumbaga the real motivation kasi nga coming really from the world of farming ano. And then the CTO din ano, the tech person. And then ikaw pala yung parang naging mukha din ni Farm Tree now kasi you're also into
Ako yung
marketing. So
mouth, yung bibig.
bosses. And speaking of that ano, actually I learned about Farm Tree actually last year because of the competitions and the event that you have joined, Marini. So,
And
I've been seeing you na ano. So, speaking about that ano naman yung parang progress ni Farm Tree with regard dun muna with regard to like joining these competitions, getting grants, getting funding. So, kamusta ba yung progress ni Farm Tree maybe on the funding side muna or parang on the business support side muna? Later yung parang on the business side naman talaga.
yeah, so yung mga competitions actually helped us a lot kasi a lot of people were now interested. Even the customers, they now understand what we're trying to build. So we joined She Loves Tech last year. We got into the global finals in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. That was a very first competition. I keep telling
Ah.
Rhea, I was so grateful for She Loves Tech. And then, yeah, I got to meet a lot of people all over the world. And apparently their network is so big. Like I went to Riyadh last year for Entrepreneurship World Cup. We were top 100 global startups. And they also heard of She Loves Tech. And I was like, oh, this thing is so big. Okay, fine. That's so cool. And yeah, there's that. Our founder Iris went to Bahrain naman for the UN World Forum on Gastronomic Tourism. And I think that was a really big thing because a lot of the governments were there, government entities, ministers, even the royal family of Bahrain. And they were saying how we really need a solution in our country. So, yun, progress with Farm Tree, with all of these programs inviting us, even the State Department and everything, we're very grateful because it has allowed us to put ourselves out there. And so in terms of funding, we are currently still fundraising, but we have decided to go back to angels naman. And one of the reasons would be because we believe that we believe that we are looking for the right strategic partner who believes in the mission rather than just profits. Although of course there will be profits, but yeah. Yeah, so yun, it's still in the process. And then grants, I think we were able to secure some, and we've been bootstrapping all the way. Friends and
Mm.
family, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, shout out to my family who really loves me.
But I just
And everyone's family.
I also just want to ask you, Marina, no, when it comes to pitching, kasi you pitched in big stages, ano, are you nervous? Parang how do you prepare for that?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm always nervous. Like, when every time there's this competition and maybe I'm the almost the next person, maybe 2 to 3 or something ganon. I like everyone keeps like they would see me in the corner trying to remember my pitch or everything like that, and I feel so nervous. I feel so scared. I feel like the world is ending. But for some reason, there are just so much wonderful people that I would meet throughout these programs. Like I remembered in She Loves Tech, the first one, the regionals, the Asian, Southeast Asia. There was this wonderful woman. She was pregnant. She had a wonderful business, and she was telling me to just calm down, take a deep breath, ganun. And the same thing happened in Riyadh. Another lady, also a Singaporean, also the post Singaporean, and then so she was she was very wonderful. She's very experienced, and yeah, she's actually now in Forbes 30 under 30. But yeah, I would just meet random people who would tell me and who would remind me to calm down, to enjoy, ganon. So I think it's not really just me working on this. It's really everyone's support, people I would meet, and everyone kind of. So yes, I would still get nervous, and I would still need to take deep breaths, I'm sure. And every time there's always a competition, I need to change my pitch. But yeah, I guess um it gets more fun when you get to share your vision, your mission, and the things that you want to help the world or change the world in. So good.
Sharing, parang really sharing the mission of Farm Tree. And parang ano rin 'no, sharing the what we need to do in the farming state of our country as well. On the ano naman, on the yung parang business side naman talaga na parang getting like let's say traction or parang customers on the farmer side and on the restaurant side. So, paano nga ba kayo kumukuha ng mga restaurants? And correct me if I'm wrong, where is Farm Tree based 'no? Saan ba talaga nagsisimula si Farm Tree na farms? Ah, um Ayun, so how do you get the farm partners and how do you get the restaurant partners? Ayun.
Right. So we're based in Cebu City,
Mm.
and how do we get the farm partners? So because farmers are stubborn but very patient, and when they trust you, when you gain their trust, rather, they're able to tell other farmers also. And so we have done this for the whole social enterprise started 10 years ago, and my co-founder was able to help out 300 farmers back then. And he was working with a lot of cooperatives, so ganun, his name was out there now.
Mm.
And yung cooperatives, they would come in. So, and not just the cooperatives, yung mga people that we would meet in events and all these things, they would always, even until now, I haven't even contacted everyone that gave me contacts to people they know who know cooperatives, who know farmers. So there's just like this whole support that like everyone believes in this they they agree that farmers are not earning a lot, and so they want to help as much as possible, and so they would refer us to these people, refer us to farmers and even restaurants and distributors who believe in the same thing. And also, so yon, it has been word of mouth so far. It has been word of mouth, and we are still optimizing that for now. Of course, with marketing, because we're a startup, we're like one man, two man show or whatever, and yeah, we're still working on our marketing publications naman and all of that. So,
Mm.
yeah.
But now parang the farmers that you're connected with are mostly on Cebu, on the Cebu area?
No, they're
Mm.
in region. So aside from Cebu, so region 2, region 4, 6, 8, 7, 10.
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah.
Oh, Region 2 is Cagayan ano 'no, Cagayan Valley region?
Cagayan Valley. Yeah. That's
Then Region 4 sa ano yung Region 4?
is it
Calabarzon, yeah,
Calabarzon? Yep.
Calabarzon.
Yep, we have
And then
that.
may Mindanao rin kayo, Region 10 'no? So, ano
Yes.
rin pala, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao na rin. But, actually that's good to hear 'no, na parang ang approach na rin is sa farm cooperatives na kasi once you connect with the farm cooperatives, and parang aligned naman yung parang it's a mutual benefit, for the farmers and for the farm cooperatives na maging mas productive yung mga farms. Siyempre mas malaking kita, mas convenient for them din. And then benefit din sa inyo kasi kumbaga napasok niyo yung technology and then, and overall magiging better yung agricultural value chain. So parang as long as you really provide value, as you've said nga 'no, magiging word of mouth din talaga yan, mapapasa yan from farmers to
Mm.
farmers, farm cooperatives to farm cooperatives, and also dun sa restaurant side 'no. So paano nga ba yun sa restaurant side? Paano nga ba kayo kumo-connect sa mga restaurants?
Yun naman, it's not just restaurants, it's also market distributors. Sorry,
Yeah,
vendors,
yeah.
vendors.
Vendors, yeah.
So a lot of them have associations, so we also go through that.
Mm.
But we gain a lot of their trust, so they have to
Mm.
test the product. We let them test it all the time, and because it's also the entry to barrier is lower, then the barrier of entry is lower or cheaper or more affordable. They just have to switch their brand, or like they just have to switch their supplier or something like that. So just test it out. So we asked them, just test this out, kinda. So that's what we've been doing.
Siguro question lang Marini, ano yung parang pinaka-challenging thing dito sa pag-build kay Farm Tree?
Yeah. Madami. Of course,
Of
startup.
course, marami. Pero pili ka lang.
Pinaka, yeah. Well, it's the time that, you have to balance yung time and the prioritization. So what does this mean? We're moving really fast, and um we also lack a lot of funds. But moving really fast, need funding, and prioritizing which areas to do, to work on, ganon. These are also one of the challenges that we're working on. Yeah, like for example, when my co-founder went to Bahrain, other ministers wanted our product in their country. So you're like, okay, but we can't do it right now. We have to do it later because we have so much things that we're doing. We're juggling so much things. So yeah, and it's one of the challenges, I guess, with a startup, knowing which one to prioritize, knowing which one to do. I mean, even our operations need a lot of work, like systematizing everything. I just learned that last night. You have to like really sit down and put everything into paper. I mean, in systems and your
Yeah.
documents and everything. So these are a lot of things that we are doing. So I guess in terms of the pinakagrabe na challenge, it would be trying to pass the time. Wait, I'm speaking Bisaya. Trying to naman the time and catch up with everything that you need to do. Yeah.
Actually, yes. Ang dami nga rin parang in developing farm tree 'no, in developing the startup, ang daming kailangan isipin, eh, yung operations, daily operations, paggawa I mean yung parang once you let the farmers and the restaurants use the MVP na, and correct yung systematizing. Actually, many startups really have to do that kasi parang what startups do naman talaga as a startup is to develop the business model na magiging parang ano na siya, consistently operating na siya ano. So you
Right.
really have to systematize what's happening especially on the ground. And come to think of it ano, yung marketing din, kailangan pa isipin 'yan, how to connect to more people, to more partners. And then also yung parang research kasi siyempre continuously din naman yung pag-develop ng technology ano. So ang dami talagang iisipin, ang daming
Sobrang
sabay-sabay
dami.
na nangyayari din.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Yeah.
Ayun, to wrap up this conversation no, Marini, actually thank you so much for sharing the tech behind Farm3, ano ba inyong ginagawa, ang inyong stories. So i-reiterate lang natin yung vision talaga ni Farm3 ano. So parang ano ba yung pinaka-vision talaga ni Farm3 maybe in the future years to come. So ano ba yung talagang gustong ma-build? Ano ba yung talagang gustong mangyari for our farmers, for the agricultural value chain or the agriculture industry sa Pilipinas? So ano nga ba yung vision?
Yeah, so sinabi ko last year, we've been focused sa farmers naman, empowering farmers and everything. And that was our vision then. But we came to realize na hindi lang yun vision namin. It's not just about the farmers. It's about food and as a whole. It's about food being more accessible and affordable for everyone. I was I was in the States. I'm still here for quite some time. Ganon. And I have seen a lot of homeless people, and I'm wondering where they get their food. I get they have food stubs and everything, but food is so expensive here. And I guess it's also true sa ibang mga places where right now inflation is at 600% increase, and there's so many factors that contributed to that. Could be the soil degradation all the way to the bottom of that problem that's being solved. So yun, our main vision of our company is really to make food more accessible and affordable for everyone. And this starts by empowering the farmers, by increasing their
Mm.
income. Ganun.
At saka empowering the farmers at saka streamlining nga yung value chain kasi kung wala ng mga redundant costs, hindi lang mas malaking kita ng farmer, eh, mas mura din yung dating niyan sa
Sakto.
end consumers, eh, 'di ba? So 'pag na-streamline natin yun, 'pag na-streamline niyo yun and the technology makes it more efficient for the farmers, for the logistics, parang for the yung network kumbaga, yung supply chain pala, I mean, supply
Mhm.
chain. And then dun din sa restaurants, sa vendors, pag na-optimize yung processes nila, mas mura din ang dating niyan sa mga end consumers na kakain ng mga pagkain. So, making food more affordable and accessible sa lahat. Ayun. Ayun, thank you so much, Marini, for sharing this and actually for sharing the bold vision of Farm 3. Ano, it's grand, though, but it's actually noble din talaga to be doing this. So, ayun, if our listeners want to know more about you or Farm 3, so how can they find more information? Maybe there are other startups or businesses who want to connect with you. And there are maybe farmers or farm cooperatives or restaurants or vendors who want to partner up with you. So lead them to the, ayan, naturo mo na,
Yeah,
but
ganon.
lead them to
Ito.
the email, website. Yes, okay, go ahead.
So this is our social. So Farm Tree HQ at Farm Tree HQ. So even LinkedIn is linkedin.com/company/Farm Tree HQ. Tapos email. Where is it? Right there.
Yeah.
Hello at farmtree.com and our website.
It's kabila.
Got it. There you go. Farmtree.com. Yeah.
Okay, ayun. So, ayan, andyan ang mga website, socials, email. I also put sa details below para maging searchable siya for ano. And ayun, thank you so much, Marini, for sharing about Farm 3. Salamat.
And thank you so much, Johnny, for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 53 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. SchoolTech, all-in-one AI-integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They are offering a referral program for anyone who can bring in new clients. Let us know if you know any Western-based business that might have a need. Britanna, cloud-based enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits the small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Fail Coach Miha Matlievsky, business training, coaching, and consulting for startups and SMEs who are scaling or finding product market fit. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Divicode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGU's real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. Mamiki Super Pet App, Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, Coacham, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Agile Data Solutions, Hustle PH, Pahatid PH, Founders Launchpad, Pareto Consulting, Contact RFID Business Cards, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.